email writing, in writing skills. Email is the fastest means of written communication. It can reach anyone, anywhere within a second of being sent. It can carry virtually any kind of computer file, text, table, picture, sound, and it hardly costs anything it to send and receive. In a developed world, most companies use emails. Most companies use emails, and these emails are used for communication. This trend is fast catching up with the Indian companies as well. Emails have become the dominant mode of business communication. There are some of the problems in communicating emails. They are the speed and the speed and ease of emails have also created some problems for business writers and their organizations. Some of these are: people can send, receive number of times, wasting unwanted messages. Many emails are hastily and poorly written and do not convey the message clearly. People sometimes dash off an emotional message which may be particularly inappropriate in business setting. Messages can sometimes be misdirected or forwarded or unintended recipients, sometimes with disastrous consequences. If there are problems with a server or cable anywhere in the system or minor mistake in the address, message may occasionally bounce, be delayed, or even get lost. Since people get so many emails in a day, there may be times when they skip through them so quickly that they miss important details. Then we have how to avoid the pitfalls of emailing. Here are some common principles which can help make emails more effective. Start with the subject line. The subject line of your message is more important. It acts like a headline and quickly informs the reader as to what the message is about. It gets the readers interested and involved. Take time to write a subject line contains the main message and which includes the action or response you want. It is clear and specific but not too long. Email allows your reader to find and retrieve your message easily. If your subject line is too general or too vague, the reader may not look at your message. If the subject line is blank, the reader may even delete it. Busy people often receive hundreds of emails a day. If you want your to be opened and read, you have to make it stand out. Be specific. An executive of a business organization used to send all his emails with the same subject line which read very important, reply immediately. Yet he used to get very few replies. It is because at work there are likely to be number of important emails, and without a specific subject line the messages is likely to be lost. Therefore, it makes emails more effective if we focus on one topic in one email. Then, while writing, one should be very concise. The most important part of your message should appear in the first para. Details can follow in the subsequent paras. If you have really lengthy message, you can send it as an attachment instead of an email text. Use the email message to tell the reader what the attachment is about and what you would like the reader to do with. Then, just as we use professional language in the formal letter and informal one, casual style of writing in a personal letter, we must distinguish between an email writing to a friend and one writing to a friend and writing in personal letter. We must distinguish between email writing to friend and one written to superior or a client in a similar manner. An email written in a business context should look professional and business-like. Adapt your tone and language to that of the reader. Remember the use of salutation and closure with your name, even if both are casual. Use your message a more professional look. Then, while writing email, you can control how your email message will appear on the recipient's screen. So, do not expect any fancy formation to be mentioned for headlines or emphasis. It is best to capitalize all letters in the words you want to be highlighted. However, make sure you do not capitalize too many words. If you do that, what you really want to emphasize will not stand out. Remember, you must never send your entire message in capital letter, for that is like shouting and is considered rude. Then, in the email writing, try not to put together a lot of text in your message. Use bullets, points, or short paragraphs where possible so that your message stands out against the white space around it and can be read and understood easily. You need to be very careful or particular while expressing emotions in an email. It is easy to misunderstand humor and misinterpret well intended criticism sent over emails. When you read a message, you are not able to get signals from the body language of the sender or from his tone of voice, both of which can temper the impact of the humor or criticism. This may cause angry feelings to be further inflamed, in particularly dangerous to use the email. Since communication between human beings is approximately 90% body language, 8% tone of voice, and only 2% of what you actually say, you should be aware that in an email you are able to convey only 2% subtleties in an email message are generally lost. So, there could be a communication breakdown unless you make sure you are very sure, even when reading others' email, the writer may have used an unintentionally derogatory or aggressive tone because the message has been composed hastily. So do not jump to conclusion and read the mail again to eliminate any misunderstanding. Email etiquette. Email communication is extremely important in today's business world. If an organization is able to deal professionally with emails, it can gain an all important competitive edge. The effectiveness of email can be enhanced if those who are engaged in a business world learn basic email etiquette. If employees follow email etiquette, learn how to manage their mailbox and use proper with so many emails coming to you or going out from your mailbox, then in such cases there is good chance that you may mess things up. You may miss an important mail or forget which one you need to reply, or you may have difficulty in retrieving mail that you need to refer. To avoid these problems, you need to manage your mailbox well, as the essence of sending or receiving an email is its speed of delivery. It is important that you keep checking your mails, especially if you send and get many emails. Delete junk mail and reply to any mail that need attention as soon as you see it. If you cannot reply to a certain mail immediately because you need to contact somebody or do something before you reply, make an effort to reply within 24 hours. To the meantime, send an acknowledgement that you have read the mail and that you will be sending a detailed reply by a specific date and time. Since mail builds up so quickly in your mailbox, you need to keep deleting irrelevant messages, a lot of emails, because uh, to avoid misunderstanding. It is not necessary to use CC in every mail. That is carbon copy, and use BCC, that is blind carbon copy, when emailing people who don't necessarily know each other. Don't write anything which you wouldn't say in public. And in email writing, which includes name and contact details at the bottom of the mail. Provide the context when you reply. Take care when forwarding messages. Don't use any private shortcuts. And if the draft is long, then one can use attachment. This is all about the email writing. With this, I conclude. Okay, thank you.